The Deccan. The Deccan was the region between the rivers Krishna and Narmada. The following dynasties ruled this region. The Rashtrakutas. The Rashtrakutas came to power in the 8th century. Danti Durga or Danti Varman was the founder of the Rashtrakoot kingdom. This dynasty is famous for great warriors and administrators. The dynasty ruled for about 200 years. They dominated the Maharashtra region between 750 AD and 970 AD. Malkhed or Manyakhet near modern Solapur in Maharashtra was the capital city of Rashtrakutas. Govinda 793 to 814 AD, Amoghavarsa 814 to 878 AD, and Krishna III 934 to 963 AD were famous rulers of Rashtrakutas. In the north, the Rashtrakutas fought against the Gurjara Pratiharas. They also came in conflict with the Pallavas of Kanchipuram. The Rashtrakutas were very tolerant rulers. They were also great patrons of art, architecture and literature. They built the beautiful Kailasa temple in Ellora. They also carved out the rock-cut caves at Elephanta near modern Mumbai. Amoghavarsa was a tolerant ruler and he wrote poetry in Kannada. He was a Jain but patronized all religions. Muslim traders were allowed to trade with Rashtrakuta territory and the preaching of Islam was allowed. Other kingdoms of the Deccan. The Chalukyas. The Chalukyas of Kalyani were also known as later Chalukyas or Western Chalukyas. The most famous ruler of this dynasty was Vikramanka. The Kakatiyas. The Kakatiya kingdom lay between the Krishna and Godavari rivers. The rulers of this dynasty ruled from the 12th to 13th centuries. Their territories were taken over by the sultans of Delhi in the early 14th century. Kakatiya kings were followers of Shaivism and were great patrons of Sanskrit and Telugu. The Yadavas. Bhilamma founded the kingdom in the 12th century. Their kingdom comprised the area between the Narmada and the Godavari rivers. The kingdom was famous for its trade, prosperity and riches. Their territories were annexed by the Khilji rulers in the 14th century. The Hoslas of Dwarasamudra. The most powerful king was Vishnuvardhan. He ruled over the region of present-day Karnataka. The kingdom was later taken over by the Delhi Sultanate. The kings during early medieval times were powerful but not all-powerful as they shared their power with samantas or subordinate officers as well as with peasant groups, trader guilds and brahmanas. The kings wielded power and authority on the all matters, civil, military and political with their help. Many of the kings even adopted titles like Maharaja Dhiraj, that is Great King, and Tribhuvan Chakravartin, that is Lord of the Three Worlds. Struggles and conflict for control and wealth. During the early medieval phase of history, the Rajput rulers and the non-Rajput rulers were constantly at war with each other. They ruled over their own specific regions but were never satisfied with the control and always wanted to extend their region for want of power or simply greed for an area that would yield rich resources. The tripartite struggle. One major cause of conflict was the city of Kannauj in the Ganga Valley. For centuries, the rulers of the Gujara Pratihara, Rashtrakuta and Pala dynasties fought for control over Kannauj. The main cause of this struggle was to control the wealth and resources of the city of Kannauj and the fertile regions of the Gangetic Valley. This struggle between the three dynasties is suitably described as the tripartite struggle. But ironically, none of the three would hold Kannauj for long. The infighting weakened all three, and within 100 years, the power of the three dynasties declined. The Rashtrakutas were overthrown by the later Chalukyas. The Palas were under threat from the Cholas and were later overthrown by the Sena dynasty. The Pratihara dynasty broke up completely and a number of smaller states came into being. The riches of the Kannauj weakened and ultimately diminished all the three powers involved. The Muslim